What's up, Christine? Good morning, Dom Dom. Yes, Christine, I trade the NQ. Excuse me. Yep, no problem. Wow. 15 looks pretty small today. It's quite the down move overnight. I don't know what that was all about, but Those are the lines we're dealing with here. Not a big fan. Steve. Yeah, was clean. I was trying to stay above that line. You scroll out, it got touched a lot, so I wanted to stay above it. But it looks like no matter where I put it, we would have been okay. Unless you went way down here, but even here, it looks like it would have been close. Let's see. You would have put it right below there. Looks like you still would have got the fill if you put it right below it. If you gave it a little bit of room, it might have been cutting it close. 3 for 3. Well, you have to have 10 trading days. You have to have 10. But out of those 10, you can have 20% of them can be quote unquote flip days. I think it can't be any more than 20%. But I think moving forward, I'm going to put a stop loss after, if it works tomorrow, I will probably do it again on Friday. And then I'll probably change the amount of contracts and put a stop loss. Morning to Mimi. Froggo. I mean, in theory, that is how it essentially could work. That would be the idea. And when I did my very first account and I got it to pay out and I didn't take the payout because I'm an idiot, I was doing that essentially, but I would go trade stocks. But I mean, in theory, you could just hit it and quit it. And there's nothing stopping you from doing this with a real account. You would definitely have to have a stop loss on your real account, though. Well, see, that's the thing. You can't just flip on a PA account, not like a eval account. Eval account, they don't care. But on the PA account, they don't want you to flip because you could have a big windfall trade, essentially, and then just start flipping. And if you're flipping the account, then they're not gonna let you withdraw the money. Why don't I give out eval accounts like some real traders? Well, I don't make enough per stream to give them out. If I had 400 people watching and I was making $30 a stream, I would give away $30 every stream. I make about I've been checking out of curiosity. I make like 80 to 90 cents every stream. Be more than happy to give away 80 to 90 cents if somebody really wants it. But if you start telling your friends that I have always been the person that either takes money that comes in through YouTube and reinvests it back into the channel, like via the webcam when I got it, the microphone, like everything has been reinvested into the channel. I don't keep that money. And even with the Apex affiliation money, I'm going to be giving 5% of that away every month. So go tell everybody, tell all your friends to come watch. The more money I make, the more money you'll have a chance to get back from me, because that's kind of what I'm all about, is trying to give back as much as possible. You got that in your cash register? Let me find some friends first. Yeah. Again, the band's play is not something I trade within the first 10 minutes. But if it's up at the bands around 10 minutes, I will look to take a play. Steve, are you home today? Yep, PayPal's in the description. You're always welcome to help me out. I'm never going to turn it down. This is what I do for a living currently. Sit here and entertain you guys. I wish every day was like that. Oh, I don't know. Did he tweet something? I don't really get on Twitter that much, to be honest. Nah, that can't be about me, because he never trusted me. He doesn't trust anybody. So I don't really know who he's talking about. I mean, he can say he helped me, which in a way he did. He introduced me to futures. I mean, he introduced me to this, but he didn't make me keep streaming it. He didn't make me make videos. He didn't make me go out of my way to try to get the affiliation with Apex. He didn't do the work for me. So, I mean, just him saying, "Hey, you should try futures," and he bought the first account the first eval account that I had. So, I mean, if that is about me and that's what he's talking about, then, you know, shame on him. I always love how he tries to turn things around too. Like, be careful who you help and trust in this industry. Too much jealousy involved. And then, but on to another 30K payout this week. Don't look at me. I don't want you to be jealous of me, but look at me. Be jealous of me. Zishan, you got to pay it forward, man. Nah, like I said prior, Alpine used me as a brag bag. So he never won. I mean, sure, he introduced me to it and he bought the first eval, but pretty much after that, he wouldn't tell me. He wouldn't tell me how to do certain things. He didn't want to dive deep, essentially. He didn't want to be transparent. I mean, if you just want to use that word, like, he didn't want to be transparent about everything. And that's kind of when I started to take my own path, because I honestly just don't like dealing with people that are like that. I never have. So when he started turning into that, that was kind of when I started to veer the other direction. I was still happy for him. Like everything I said to him privately, like I meant. Like I would tell him that I was happy for him and how his success was paying off, and like I've always gave him props. But just when it came to the whole affiliation thing, that was really that was really what it all came down to. You can sit here and everyone can sit here and say, oh, you know, not everyone is poor. But most people that are trading prop firms are poor. That's why they're trading prop firms. I'm not saying everybody, but most people are. Or most people that aren't great traders will trade prop firms because it's less risk, which is true. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've always said that. And he has found a way to get the big payouts. And as long as they keep coming, I'll give him props. I mean, he's getting the payouts. And on top of that, it's creating publicity for him with the payouts, which in return is getting him more affiliation money, which is awesome. But there are things that were said to me that I know that I'm not going to say because I said I would never say those things just out of privacy reasons, that it's not always about the trading money. And I've been saying that. So until they want to come clean about that, then they can live their life the way that they want to. They can put 100% full transparency on their thumbnails as long as they want. But until it's true, nothing I can do about it. Like Alpine himself says, YouTube is an even playing field. Well, Zishan, it is. And that was what I was trying to bring light to. I was trying to bring light to the situation that a lot of these people are not great traders. They're just great marketers. And that's more so geared towards like Trades by Matt and like Patrick Wieland. Good old Patty. Like they're not good traders. They're just great marketers. And they're good at making videos. Like look at Patty's background. He's a videographer. Like that's what he does. So naturally he's good at that, and that was how he became popular. And then his insane persona that he puts on YouTube, like that's where his fame came from. And guess what? The money followed. Trades by Matt. He was a great marketer. He got himself onto some interview and he doesn't even trade that way anymore. Like it just goes to show you like what he was teaching isn't even like he doesn't even do that anymore, because all he did was follow the money. Wherever the marketing took him to the next pile of money. He went to Top Step. And now, is he with Top Step anymore? No, because guess who probably paid him more than Top Step was paying? And that's just the reality that we live in this industry. People are going to follow the money. And again, I have no problem with that. Just be transparent about it. I have zero problem with what they're doing. But don't sit here and act like you're a great trader when you're not, and then turn around and act like you're not just doing what you're doing because of the affiliation money. That's all I'm getting at with all this. What do you mean by that, Dom Dom? No, I don't think that at all. Plus, that was all prior to him going ape shit on me. But he's developing a following, and good for him. Like I said, Alpine is as close as you can get to the real deal. Oh, he went apeshit on me on Nutty stream. Nah, we weren't beefing during all the giveaway stuff. I just found it funny that I never, even when he was picking like 10, 12 people, I still never got picked. I was never gonna take the money anyway. I was gonna say double it and give it to the next guy if I ever won, but I never even got a chance to do that. Now, I went into Nutty's stream one day, like, I don't know, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just started talking to him because every once in a while I would go in there and we would chit chat or whatever. And I did the same thing. I had no intentions of starting anything. I really didn't. And somebody else actually asked him something about signing up for Apex affiliation. And I was just like, be careful. I don't even remember exactly what I said, but it ended up leading to me asking Nutty how much he made from affiliations this past month. And then he apparently had watched my video that I made about this needs to stop, and with the picture of me saying Firuz and stuff. And he was like, I saw your video. And then like he kind of went on like a little rant about it. And I was like, well, that wasn't necessarily about you, but he claimed that I made it because of him and Alpine. And apparently Alpine was in the stream at the same time. And so I was then like, the fact that he thought it was about him, I was like, well, how much did you make from affiliations last month? And he was like, well, that has nothing to do with my trading. And I was like, to me, it has everything to do with your trading. And you know, and you're claiming to be fully transparent, but you're not telling us. And so basically we kind of went back and forth on it. And he kept saying, well, you're not telling me why it matters when it comes to my trading. And I kept trying to explain to him, but he just never acknowledged the fact that what I was saying is the reason he sits there all day. And I'm pretty sure he has a payout. I think like one payout. But the reason he sits there with all 20 accounts and, you know, he can do what he does all day is because of what he's making from affiliations. It's obviously not from how many payouts he's getting. Now, Alpine, on the other hand, he can sit here all day because he actually is making good money from payouts, right? Well, now he is. He wasn't at first, but when he kept going, he figured it out and he's doing really well. But Nutty, on the other hand, you know, since we were having this conversation, I was like, the only reason you sit here and stream all day is because of the affiliation money you're getting. You're obviously not doing it just because. And, you know, and he kept trying to say, oh, I do it because I love trading, and blah, 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 blah. But it's all a front. I mean, he doesn't even show all of his trading either. How many times have you clicked on his stream every once in a while and he's trading evals that you can't see? You know? So it is what it is. And that's crap, because I've asked the people that we have the same, we talk to the same people, and nowhere in the contract does it say that. And you don't have to share the exact numbers. You could just be like, oh, I made around this. I made you could be like, I made 5 figures. It's above 10,000 but below 11,000. Like there's so many ways that you can get around it, even if that was a thing. But nowhere in the contract does it say that you can't share how much you make. Everybody shares what they want to share because they want to share what benefits them the most, and it'll always be that way, unfortunately. No one's going to just come outright and share everything because they don't want you to know everything. They don't want you to know how much they're making from affiliations because that's going to be bad for business for them. If Apex stopped the affiliation marketing, I don't think, I mean, Alpine as of right now would be fine. I mean, he's actually making money. But someone like Nutty, it would be it would actually be real funny to see what trades by Matt, Patty Wieland, and Nutty did. Like, just to name 3 off the top of my head. I don't really like pay too much attention to everything that's going on in the futures world, etc. I'm sure there's plenty more. Like the only reason that Nutty was on my radar in the first place is because he claims to be fully transparent. But you can immediately go watch him just for a little while and find out that that's not the case. Being 90, even 99% transparent and saying you're fully transparent is not true. Because if that 1% that you're hiding is the most important part, then it's just it's all bullshit. But it would be interesting to see what they all did if that were to happen. I mean, and who knows? Who knows what would happen? And I honestly don't care. I don't care what they do specifically. I don't care what Alpine does. I don't care what Nutty does. I don't care what Patty does. I don't care what Trace by Met does. I don't care what any of them do. All I care is that we try to clean the place up. It's almost like Trump used to say, drain the swamp kind of ordeal. That's all it is. Just bringing light to the situation that it's happening so that some people, especially the people that watch me, can understand what's actually going on. That's all. And there's going to be some people that do it better than others, and there's going to be some that hide it more than others, and there's going to be some that try to act like they're showing more than others, and it's just, again, the sad reality that we live in. Yeah, essentially. Like I have the stuff on my screen if you're watching, right? Because if you're helping out, then that's amazing. Thank you. But I'm not going to go out of my way to sit there and say, hit the like button, subscribe, use my code. Like, I'm not going to say all that stuff. If you do, great. Thank you. But that's just not what I'm all about. I'm here to try to figure out how to make money from trading. I really am. And that's why I'm here. And I'm not hiding anything. I've always shown everything since the very beginning. And hopefully one day I make it. That's all there is to it. Hopefully the experience starts to kick in and we start to figure this shit out and keep going. But unfortunately, I think Nutty had the same intention, and then he found out how good the affiliate money is, and then he slowly transitioned. Same with Alpine. That's the one thing I hated about Alpine. Me and Alpine were actually talking every day. I felt like we were becoming good friends, and then he slowly transitioned into caring more about the trading to caring more about the affiliation side of things. And that's when I started kind of veering away from him a bit. That's one of the Russian guys. I mean, they can come in all they want. I don't know. It's, again, I don't have anything against what they're doing. Just, you can't say you're fully transparent if you're not. It's that simple. Well, that's the thing. When Nutty wasn't that big, that was actually so Alpine found Nutty when he was like not that big of a streamer, etc. And then the whole thing with Patrick happened. I think Nutty called Patrick out. Patrick said something on stream, and then Nutty developed a following from Patrick's fans. So he didn't even like organically get his viewership. It was mainly from watching or from calling out Patrick Wieland. So after that, that's when I guess everything kind of took off for him, and then that's when he started getting all the affiliation money, and you could slowly see him transition into this new person. Like if you go back and watch the beginning Nutty versus the now Nutty, there's a pretty big difference. The same with Alpine. I mean, he never streamed, and then all of a sudden he started streaming, and then he slowly you could just see the evolution of how they change, because the affiliation money starts coming in, and they're like, oh, this is a lot of money. He paid a fine, Zishan. It was like, I don't know, like 1.3 million or something like that. Oh, it was actually 3 million. 2.9 to be exact. 2.9 million to 20,402 people. The funny part is, I don't even think these are people from Nutty and Alpine stream. I think this is just like Wrongbow or whoever that Russian guy is. Oh, so you're, yeah, see, Dom, that was part of it. Oh yeah, dude. The thing is, that's the thing with the financial industry, man. You don't go to jail. You just pay fines and you just keep going. Probably not that much. If you did the math, like he had different membership levels. The base membership to be in his chat room, you had to pay yearly, and it ended up being $100 a month. At any given time, he had 2,000 people in his room. So if you do the math, what is 2,000 times 100? That's $200,000 a month, and that's just from the chat room. So he was making a minimum of 200 grand a month just from the chat room, and that's not including any of the courses and all that stuff on top of it. That's not including any of the affiliation money, because if you remember, he had affiliation stuff on his website for everything, like trade ideas, like all that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how much money is in. It's crazy how much money is in the market itself, and then how much money is in just the other side of it, like just selling all the brokers and the scanners, just everything. There's so much money floating around in this industry. It's ridiculous, and that's why the financial YouTube channels make the most money from ads, is because they know that. Yeah, but so the course thing isn't why Ross got called out. It was the misleading of, like, they got him for like misleading people. They were saying that he like the whole like $1,000 to $1,000,000 or whatever, like that aspect of it. Where Tim Sykes was just selling courses. He was never saying, you know, deposit 500 and make $1 million kind of thing. What do you mean you missed Ross talk? Oh, we just started kind of talking about it. We were just talking about like how much money he got fined and how much money he was making per month, stuff like that. We weren't just stuff you already know. Check my options real quick. Yeah, Google had bad earnings. AMD had bad earnings. AMD's actually recovering quite a bit, though. It's like everything's kind of just chilling. Freaking Oxy, man. It's like, it's so up and down. Went down from 100K to 12K. Yeah. Well, a lot of that might have been them paying for the AdSense stuff too. Not AdSense. That's the other thing with YouTube, man. A lot of people pay for a lot of that stuff just for the vision of making it look like you're bigger than you actually are. My option account, still hovering. Had a down day yesterday, and then today so far, we are up a little bit. Thought I had this fixed where you could see it right. There you go. So, just kind of chilling around 80 bucks or so up today. Yesterday I think we ended up losing like 120 or so, but it's just because JD and Oxy, man, they just kind of keep going back and forth. I'm actually you can watch me try to do this real quick. Every day I've been trying to roll this back a month, but for a credit. Let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna put the orders in today. I'm just waiting for one day to just get lucky with it, because as you can see, it's pretty close in price. So all it takes is like getting filled that one time. It's not asking me if I want it to be a credit. Usually it asks me if I want it to be a debit or a credit. Let's hit review order first. Nope. Why is it not asking me? It's always asked me before. Let's try to redo it. It's not asking me this. All right, let's back all the way out. Let's do the call first, see if that matters. I'm actually really surprised this call is not worth less, because it's a $10 call and this thing is all the way back down. Yeah, see, this time it popped up and asked me. I don't know why it wasn't doing that before. Alright, so we'll put that out. Yeah, see, look, all it would take is somebody to kind of come up and fill me, because the ask is actually at 2 cents. Oh, now it's at 1 cent. But sometimes it'll be even higher. Sometimes it'll be at like 10, and I'm pretty close to the middle. So it's just a matter of getting a lucky fill at some point. Somebody may be hitting the wrong button. Let's see if we can get this one in. Yeah, this one actually went up a little bit. Oh, no, it didn't. Let's see. There it goes. For some reason, it wasn't asking me before. All right. So we got both of those. Oh, crap. What did I just do? No! Guys, I forgot to go to June. I think that was for August. No, guys. Oh, I just fucked myself. Out of like 15 bucks, too. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot to go back to June. Oh, that was so dumb. I just literally added a month. I went the wrong fucking direction. God damn it. I just lost out on like 15 bucks. You would... whatever. Alright. That's my own fault for trying to rush it. God damn it. I can't believe I did that. Wait. Now it's... I'm very confused. Why is this that much different? I can't believe I did that. I really can't believe I did that. Now I'm like right in the middle. Sure. I can't believe I did that. Wonder if I change it to paying $1, if I'll get lucky with it. Can't believe I fucking did that. Wait, where is it? Did it not go through? Can't believe I did that. So dumb. I was saying $4. Just do a debit for $1 and see if... maybe somebody will take it because they get a credit instead of a debit. I don't know. I still can't believe I did that. That was so dumb. Alright, where's Penn at? Just out of curiosity. 22. I mean, futures aren't doing it. It's just hugging the middle line right now. I'm assuming, isn't there some kind of news coming up? 10:30 crude inventory. 9:45 there was something. Couldn't really tell. FOMC is at 2 o'clock. Maybe I'll try trading that. Just with less contracts. I was looking to try to get... oh, it's still 16. But that's because the price came down. $22 is below here. I think by the end of the week we'll be fine. See if we can get 17. There's been no prints on this one yet today. It's so funny. It's like they're bots. Nutty Bar sending his bots in. All right. This market is trying to go down again. I was asking him if or I was being funny. I said, sending some bots into my stream today. See if we can try lower here. Might actually get a shot at the bands. Low a day from earlier. I still can't believe I did that. Every day I've been going in there and making sure I hit the right button. And today I just messed it up. Oh, there we go. Just didn't get that extra push. That's a good question. Did they get rid of the one-day pass? I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah. Frustrating. I really do. You know what? Let me just out of curiosity. Yeah, see, 3 is a little too close for my liking. Oh, there it is. Yeah. One is the one that they got on it. Trying to just match it. Purple, but pink. You think it would be one of the default ones. Whatever. Just leave it like this. I'm not going to trade the 3 line right now, but I'm going to keep it on just to take a look at it, see what it looks like. Course, now pen's going up. Couldn't give me that fill. I might actually just cancel that one. I'll wait till tomorrow and see what it is. I still can't believe I did that. I mean, it's only $15, but I lost a month. That's the kicker. And I'd have to wait a whole nother month for that to expire worthless. Like once I hit it and I saw that I was the one like on the bid, I was like, oh crap. And then I couldn't click fast enough. It filled instantly. It's like I want to go get another soda, but my puppy is sleeping next to me and I would wake her up. Dog was going nuts. Delivery guys, man. So I just pulled up Alpine Stream just for a second, and the first thing I hear is I'm gonna do push-ups on stream. Oh my god. Does the dude like go watch me at night or something? Like original. Can't read that name, so I'm sorry, but thanks for the sub. By the way, Froggo, thank you for deleting all those messages. Ugh. Quite the down move here. Was it oil? 1030. Yeah. Didn't really move too much. I mean, it's going down still, but it didn't really like jerk one way or the other. Ugh.
sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Casamigos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste. And I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine. Body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame. Baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. She got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, Casamigos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine. Body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame. Baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
Fucker. Rita, thanks for the sub if you're here. We should we should have known. Should have known Frolgo. Vader, I just realized that you're talking. I guess Froggo must have muted you earlier because it's not showing up on the YouTube chat. I already took a trade today. And it's lunchtime, so I'm eating. Yeah, the 12K subs, it's a lot all from stock trading. Ever since I switched over to futures, it's been, I don't understand what's going on. YouTube doesn't like me. Spamming with affiliate links? What do you mean? What are you talking about? This view botting thing is not anything new. There's a guy, well, allegedly there's a guy that sits here and watches my stream. Vader, it's a known issue, man. There's a guy that's been watching my stream for months now, and he randomly does this. And I should have known because of the Russians that were in here spamming Nutty's thing earlier. How much affiliate money have I made this month? 1,700 bucks. Actually, it might be a little bit more depending on... that's just Apex, though. Why don't you go ask... I don't know which stream you're coming from accusing me of all this, but whichever one it is, feel free to go ask them. How much in Apex payouts? I have what you see on the screen, man. Nothing. I'm still new to this. About 2 months... well, almost 3 months in. I did get the payout once, but then I blew the account before I got the payout. So absolutely zero. at the moment. But we're doing well on this account. We're getting pretty close. I don't know what's going on. My chat in OBS like stopped working. I don't know why. Try closing it and reopening it. There it goes. Yeah, the whole botting thing, this is a little extreme. He usually only does like 200 or 100, 200. I don't know why we're up at, it says we're up at like 900. The weird part about it though is the views are actually going through, which usually they don't go through. So I don't know what that's all about. Usually I can tell they're bots because it'll say that the viewers are there, but the views don't uptick. But the views are actually upticking, which is weird. Bader, yes. As of right now, yes. Everybody is. Everybody you watch on YouTube is making more from affiliates than they are from payouts. 100%. Feel free to go ask them, though. I bet they'll tell you. I don't know where this hostility is coming from, but you can bring it all day, man. I have nothing to hide. To hang out, to chill, have somebody to talk to while you're trading. I mean, if you're only looking to watch somebody because they make money, then I mean, I understand where you're coming from. You want to watch someone that's successful, but there's also watching somebody just because you enjoy watching them and talking to them. And as you saw before, Froggo probably deleted that, or I don't know who deleted it. I'd have to check, but there's the nutty spam. So it's been happening all morning. I should have, like I said, I should have known. Who's making money trading futures? I mean, what do you mean? Like, are you talking about like in the prop firm world, the like real accounts? Like, I don't know what you're at. I don't exactly understand where you're trying to take the conversation. And I'm looking for trades. There's just nothing presenting itself. These outside bands, I'm looking for the price action to spike into them, either up or down. When that happens, that's when I'll take a trade. But it hasn't been happening, so. Al, ES to me is not worth looking at. I mean, I have the 1 hour chart up on the NQ. What's the difference? Probably not that big of a difference. Let's forget about affiliates. Every YouTuber makes affiliates from some source. It's true. Who's making money from futures trading? I mean, I don't know. I don't know all the people that are making money from futures trading. I mean, off the top of my head, who do I know? I don't really follow that many people. I know Alpine's been doing well with his stuff. Like his opening trade's been working really well. I check in on him pretty much every morning. I think he's the only one I know that's actually making money, but I mean, it's from the prop accounts, which is good. Yes, Dean, I will use Nutty Bar. I've used it in the past. This account that I'm on right now, I used Nutty's code. Yeah, I don't really follow that many future traders. I could tell you a bunch of stock traders that I think are profitable, because I still follow a lot of people from that world, but as far as futures, I don't really know that many futures traders. It's very interesting, Fralgo, because I'm pretty sure you're here, right? You're the one that, yeah. The views are actually going up this time, so it's very odd. I don't know why that's the case. But obviously they're not real. We know that. Maybe he found a new bot to use. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, whoever is taking their time to do it is whatever. You're doing it to my channel. Like, I mean, like Fader said, it's not like I have a bunch of people watching, so I don't really understand why they're messing with me. I think it's literally just one guy that doesn't like me. And unfortunately, he knows how to do that stuff. And there's nothing I can do about it. I've expressed that it actually worries me, because I'm pretty sure YouTube can tell what's real and what's not. So, if anything, it would hurt my account if they were to try to do something about it. And he was doing it for quite some time. For a while there. He did it for almost like a month straight. Maybe not a month straight, but it was definitely like a couple of weeks. But then I found the trick with the subscription thing, because if you remember, I made them subscribe and then they had to wait 5 minutes. And that was actually what stopped it. So, but hopefully I don't have to do that again. Because they haven't, they have been spamming the Nutty Bar thing, but other than that, it hasn't been the whole Apex. So it's kind of interesting. It went from spamming Apex stuff to Nutty Bar stuff. So have they been from someone that is from his stream the whole time? I don't know. But that is kind of interesting now that they're spamming that instead of Apex is a scam, etc. It is what it is. I've never tried to appeal to the masses. I'd rather have a couple really good friends versus 100 fake friends, essentially. So if I talk to you on a daily basis, it's because I actually like talking to you. What are you talking about, Fader? I literally just said I don't know that many other people. Like, what are you talking about? I don't spend any focus on them. Hey Mo, what's going on? Started a new account with DOS today. Now they're spamming Alpine. What slightly under PDT, down 230. So are you trading? What broker are you using? Are you trading? I'm assuming you're trading stocks, obviously. You're talking about PDT. DOS is very old school. It's very old school, but it's actually pretty good once you get used to it. Yeah, DOS is very old school, but you grow to love it. You really do grow to love it. Like I miss DOS. Like I haven't been using it obviously because I switched over to futures, but I really do love it. I would agree with Frolgo. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's very old school. It's very minimalistic. CNXA and MINM. Man, I haven't looked at stocks. I mean, not like stocks to trade in a while. Let's see. CNXA. I feel like I've traded that in the past. Oh, it's a 50 cents. Oh, yeah, it's one of the runners today. Yeah, you got to be careful with those. The penny stocks that get all the volume, those are very hard to read. I don't know what your trade. I don't know what's your edge. MINM. That's a $4 stock, $5 stock. Looks like a pump and dump stock though. If you look at the daily. The hockey setups, yeah. I used to love doing those. Sometimes I would go in there and try to make hotkeys just for fun, just to see if I could get them to do things that they're not supposed to do. Made some pretty cool ones. It looks like the views are going away, or the botters. It's very weird that time because it usually like it would come through and you get a bunch of the viewers, but like I said before, the views itself on the back end wouldn't rise. So that's how you knew they were bots. But this time, I don't know why, but the views actually, like it says I have 1,222 views. Where before, if the bots came in like that, the views wouldn't increase at all. Breakouts with the tight stop, mainly reading level 2. Yeah. Are you trying? That sounds very Ross-like. I'm assuming that's where you got your. How long have you been trading? Let me ask you that first. I don't want to make any assumptions. Four years. Yeah, you're a pro member. Gotcha. What has it been working for you? I mean, so DOS shouldn't really be new for you, is it? Or what were you using before that? Lightspeed? Okay, yeah. That's what he was using, wasn't it? Or no, he was using... Was it Lightspeed? He was using something like that. Or that? I think that's what GDT was using, was Lightspeed. That's what made me think of it. I don't remember what he used. He used some other broker / platform. I can't remember what it was, though. You'll learn to love DOS, though, I promise you. It's very good with executions, and it can straight up, like Froggo said, it can run on anything. Alpine close to 30K this month? Nah, man, I've always given Alpine props. Like, he found a way to make money off these prop firms. He uses that opening trade. I checked earlier today too as well. He did well. He copy trades it, and it works. You use the volatility at that's what my trade today was. Essentially, I'm essentially doing what he's doing. I just use more contracts and a smaller target, I think. I don't know exactly what his is. He wouldn't ever say exactly. But no, that was the one thing I said. He makes money from trading, which is good. Fell under PDT after withdrawing cash in a few bad positions. Yeah, PDT is kind of a pain in the ass. I still don't understand why that's a thing. I feel like they lose out on a lot of new money coming into the market because of PDT. Like, think of all the people that would be fine with like a $10,000, $15,000 account, you know? FOMC's at what, 2 o'clock today? There's really not much else going on. Yeah, I don't really understand why they haven't got rid of PDT. Like, what's the point? You can walk into a casino and bet whatever you want, right? But you can't day trade. It's like you could take 10K right now, walk into a casino and put it on black, and they would let you. But the government thinks they're saving you from losing your money by not letting you try to invest or try to day trade, etc. Like, it makes zero sense. But they'll let you walk into a casino and bet it all on black. Makes a lot of sense. Roman V. Yes, sir. I'm just going to leave that there. So I know to remind myself for the next account that I get to use Nutty Bar. Tough to trade breakouts on a cash account. I was thriving off settlement margin. Yeah, well, you really can't. And it just limits you. Like, what if you try to get in and then out, and then like it, and plus it varies from different, from each broker, like how they handle PDT. So like, even if you're on one broker and then you go to another, you don't know how they run PDT. Like, some, they count each entry as a trade, and some count, like, you could have 15 entries as long as there's only one exit. That would be one trade. But another broker, you have 15 entries, that's 15 trades. So it's like they all do it differently too, which makes no sense. It's like, you've had PDT around for how long, and yet you can still have brokers give you their own interpretations of it. Like, it makes no sense. I mean, that's why I came to futures, because I was dwindling down. I couldn't really get anything going in stocks last year, so I started to dwindle down closer to PDT. I got to like 26,200 or something, just because every month I would like break even, but my commissions and fees would bring me closer and closer. And I was like, I'd rather just try to find something new, and prop firms were taking off, etc. So might dump DOS and jump over to CMEG and bite the bullet on commissions to get margin. Yeah, I mean, that's an option. CMEG, doesn't CMEG have free trades now? I don't know what that did to their short list, but if you're just going long breakouts, it shouldn't matter. But from what I think I looked, it was like a month ago. I always check in on CMake just to see what they're doing, because I always think about maybe throwing some money back on the trade stocks, but pretty sure they have free commissions now. Capital. Let me just markets. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, so it says starting cash. You can get 4x margin for anything over 2,500. Trying to find where the commissions are. Not seeing. Just says starting from 0. You spend $650 or more in commissions, you get platform free. Oh, here it is. Commission fees. Oh, that's only if you're doing like, looks like swing trading. Looks like if you're doing active trading, it's still $2.95 a ticket, which is what it's been. So my bad. That was misleading. My bad. The light speed were 0.004. Yeah, I think at Interactive Brokers it's 0.005. That's where I was at Interactive Brokers. Yeah, yeah, it was like next to nothing. I mean, depending on how many shares you're taking. I mean, it could still add up. Ahmed, I only needed the one. You didn't need to tell me again. Here, I'll get rid of the one before that. I'll get rid of the one before that, so I always have the most current one. Thinking about getting out of here soon. I cannot pronounce that. Holy smokes. Let's try. Kandahar, Kamrul, Islam. Did I get it right? They might not be here anyway. It might just be to the channel. Or it could just be, well, I'm not requiring them to be subscribed to talk right now, so there'd be no reason for that. Maybe that was one of the bots that came through and they actually liked what they saw. I didn't even think of that. Somebody mentioned that Vader could be Alpine. That would be pretty sad. Whatever. The way he was grilling me though, I could see it. He's live though. I don't know if he'd care. Let me go reread because I've talked to him quite a bit. Let's see if it gives off those vibes. This guy looks like he was talking from his phone. You know how like when you type LOL on your phone and it makes the second L lowercase? So I doubt it. Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, Tom. And that's why I said what I said earlier. Like that's why I try to find the people that are real and I just try to be around those people. That's why I don't mind only having, 10, 15 people here because I know the people that I'm talking to are people that I want to talk to. And that's the whole point of this really. It's just to hang out. Have someone to hang out with while we sit here. I put one video out and people get all pissy. Usually the people that get pissy because of something, it's because they take offense to it because it's probably true. What time was FOMC? 2 o'clock? It's always at 2 o'clock, isn't it? 2 or 2:30? It's 2. Oh, my music ended. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. If you're in here. Maybe I'll try to timestamp. But then we keep getting these nutty bar spams. It's kind of funny. Um I'd go try to like timestamp when Fader was in here and see it and go to his stream and see if does it say what time those messages were posted? I don't think it does. I guess I could go back on the stream, my stream, and see. I don't know if I want to spend that much time doing it. I don't really care that much. Whoever did the bot views this time, it gave me views though, so they're more than welcome to do that. I'm pretty sure that actually is a good thing. That the views went up. It never has done that before. So I don't know what that's all about. I just don't not last thing necessarily, but one more thing I want to say about that whole situation. It's like, why do they care so much? Like, why do they take such offense to it? Like, who cares? They could have just never said anything about it and just went on with their lives. And whatever. I just think it's funny. on my end of things because it had zero intentions. Like when I made that video, I hadn't even thought about them because I like both of them. Like they were good people. Like I said, I talked to Alpine like every day. Well, I did talk to Alpine every day. Nutty never really cared to talk to me from the get. So it is what it is. But I never thought he was a bad person. I still don't think he's a bad person. I think he just hides things that he doesn't want to show you. But when I made that video, it had no intentions of like I wasn't talking about them. And then they like made it so personal. And then we got these Russian bots that they're sending over here. But I don't even think it's them. I don't think it's Nutty or Alpine sending them in here. I think it's the same person that we've always assumed it was prior. And I think he's just doing it just to get at me. Or he's just trying to stir up the pot between the three of us. I don't know. But you saw me. I went into Nutty's stream earlier and told him that the bot they were doing that. So the fact that whatever. I don't have anything else to say on it. I don't. There's nothing else to say. Are you when you're deleting the message, are you hiding them from the channel, Froggo? I'm assuming you are because it's never, well, sometimes it's the same person, but if you just hide the user from the channel, they'll have to literally use a new account each time. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, that way we don't have to worry about them using the same account over and over again. Make them waste as much time as they want to. Some of these songs are really good. Puppies dreaming is one of the cutest things ever. Seeing their whole body shake as they bark in their dreams. All right. I'm going to go get some stuff done around the house. There's no point in sitting here. I'm not going to sit here for the next 2 hours waiting for FOMC. I mean, obviously, look at the bands. They've contracted quite a bit. So, looks like we're just hugging the inside anyway. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Hopefully, we can have the trade work out well tomorrow morning. That'll put us above payout, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. That would be exciting. So, let's do that. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Until then, peace out. Today's the last day of the month too. So tomorrow we'll know the exact amount that we're dealing with for the giveaway, which I'll let you guys know tomorrow. And I'll see you then. Peace out.